I'm overwhelmed. I don't know who to look to. I'm just done. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. I hear things like that, comments, emails, other videos, people saying things like that. What does it mean? Prepping is overwhelming. Yes. Who do we look up to for advice? Well, that's a good question. Let's talk about that. Should you, if you are going to be say you want to be a banker, do you go down to the local homeless shelter and talk to somebody about advice on how to be a banker? No, you don't. Do you go to a college professor that is teaching finance? I wouldn't, because those that do. Those that don't or can't teach. I learned a long time ago when I was into investing a lot. I was into stocks, bonds, mutual funds, silver, gold, day trading, etc. I learned a long time ago that the best thing to do is go to the people that excel and have made millions or billions of dollars doing what I was trying to do. So, let's put this into the preparedness aspect. Do I just go down the street, find some random person, and ask them about being prepared? No, I don't. Who do you look to? Well, who is successful in this world? Just like talking about the experts in the field. Not the people that maybe teach it, depending on who they are. Who are the really successful people out there? The ultra wealthy, right? Okay, now how did they get there? Okay, there's various ways to get there. Some of them may have just inherited it. But a lot of them, they worked hard, they're smart, and that's how they got to where they are, right? So, what are the ultra wealthy doing right now? A lot of them are pulling out of the stock market. A lot of them are buying gold and silver. A lot of them, however, are building, or buying and or building, having installed bunkers. They're buying land. They're buying farms. They're buying ranches, water rights. A lot of them, they see what's going on because they are on the inside. So take that on board. What should we be doing? Buying land? Well, if you need some land, yes. If you're in an urban environment, get out. The ultra wealthy are not buying land in the city. Well, some of them are for investment purposes, but in reality, they're buying rural land. Like I said, farms and ranches and water rights. Why? Because they see what's coming. They know that these food shortages, food prices, etc., and all this global conflict headed our way, they see that happening. They know, they understand that they need to be able to provide for themselves, their families, for their security. A lot of them are hiring private military contractors and or having their own security forces. Wise? Maybe. Maybe those security personnel will turn on them, though, in a situation. That's why tribe is better. You don't want to pay friends. You don't want to pay to get a tribe. You do that through mutual respect, mutual beliefs, core values, work ethic, those kind of things. I don't want any paid security around me. No way. I don't care who they are. I want tribe. I want people that I can trust and I can rely on to be there no matter what. With all these indications, though, we hear about this stuff. What do you think Bill Gates has set up for him? Well, I know he has several locations set up, probably many locations set up, probably different places around the world even, that he can go to when things get bad. So maybe that's something we need to think about. Everybody doesn't necessarily need a bunker. It's not what I'm saying. Everybody doesn't necessarily need big farms and ranches and stuff like that. But think about it on a scale that is applicable to us. If you have any kind of land, like say I do here, with a shovel and a mattock, some lumber, some screws or nails, a hammer, a handsaw, a drill, I can make an expedient shelter for whatever situation. It may not be a nuclear fallout shelter, depending on where you put it, where the prevailing winds go, and where the fallout would land. You might still be able to do that, though. It's not just about perfection. Sometimes it's about making do and learning how to do things yourself. That's really important. What are some other things, though? The ability, they're stockpiling food. Don't get me wrong. They're stockpiling food. Governments around the world are stockpiling food. So we should be doing what they are doing in some regards, in some aspects. They understand, though, that no matter how much food they have stockpiled, that they have to be able to replenish that via growing their own food, raising their own animals. So these are things that we need to be taking on board and getting better at. Getting more adept at it, getting more practiced, more knowledge. There's a lot of things going on out there. Don't do what I was saying in the beginning. Don't quit. Keep at it. Also, please don't think, I've heard it before a bunch of times, oh, nothing's ever going to happen. They've been talking about this stuff for 10, 20, 30 years. Okay. Name one person that's alive today that isn't alive because of a prepper, quote unquote. My grandmother always had a root cellar with home canned goods in it and extra food, extra flour, extra rice, beans, wheat, stuff like that. She wasn't a prepper because that term, that was just being a person. That was just being a smart individual and knowing that there are hard times. There are natural disasters. There are lean times. There are good times. It's all a cycle of things. Let me check the time. All right, we're doing good. It used to just be norm, especially for people that lived through the Great Depression, like people my grandparents' age. They saw what can happen. And what is coming, trust me on this one, what is coming is going to be a lot worse than the Great Depression. A lot worse. Because back then, many Americans and people around the world were a lot more adept at doing things with their hands. Because they didn't have all the electronics. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have computers. They didn't have, a lot of stuff like that. It was also more of an agrarian society where more people grew their own food, raised their own animals. They were also less spoiled. They were more adept at dealing with difficult times and making do, making their own clothing, fixing their own shoes. For example, some of those things are some examples. Nowadays, we have gotten soft because we are so blessed. Not complaining about it. We are so blessed. But we've also become spoiled because of that. We need to get out of that mindset. We need to get out of the victim mentality. Please don't have the victim mentality. Seriously, step up. Take care of your own business. Take care of yourself. Don't expect anybody else to do it for you. Tribe is good. Help is okay. Nothing wrong with that. But don't expect it. Be strong. Be willing to do what you got to do to take care of your family and those around you in a moral, ethical way. That's why we prep. We prep for my family, for our tribe, for our community, and for those less fortunate around us. Because I'm not one of those people that will just eliminate the first person that walks up to near my property. I will, however, have to vet those people, of course. It's all a process. I'm not really going to get into that in this video. But helping others, I feel, is a vital part of preparedness. And being a prepper. And being a follower of Him. Very important. So, look at what the wealthy do. Look at what the ultra-wealthy are doing. Like I said, buying land, stocking food, buying bunkers, hiring private security people, getting their stuff in order because they see the system falling apart around them. They know that the longer they stay in that system and play by the normal rules that have been going on for, a while now, that they're not going to be well equipped to deal with what's coming. So keep this in mind. Prepare yourselves. Be serious about this. Be smart and look to those that know. Not those that don't, not those that teach, those that actually do and have been successful at it. I love you guys. I care about you guys. Please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Share the videos. Comment below. Give us a super thanks if you feel like it. Greatly appreciated. And check us out on Patreon. Links in the description below. So much content there. I have no idea how many hundreds of videos are on there. And lots of other stuff. Work on your fitness. Eat right. Have a wonderful day. And blessings to you and yours.